Listen, I can tell you feel stuck, but your being stuck is not your situation. It's the way your mind has been trained to think inside of that situation. See, you've been trying to move forward, but every time you do, you hesitate, you overthink, you delay, or you stop altogether. You know that relationship, you know that connection you're not supposed to be a part of. And it's confusing because part of you wants more because you know you deserve more. But another part of you, it pulls you back. That doesn't just come out of nowhere. That comes from what you've been through. When you've experienced disappointment, rejection, instability, things not working out, people walking away, people betraying you, your mind begins to adapt. It says things like, don't risk too much. Don't expect too much. Stay where it's safe. Stay where it's safe. Stay where it's safe. So now you are trying to build a different life with the mindset that was built for survival. No. Survival thinking says things like it avoids risk, it avoids consistency, it avoids any kind of pressure. But growth requires all three. So you ever had an opportunity, right? I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever had an opportunity and your first thought about that opportunity was no way excitement? It was doubt. You ever started something strong and then you disappeared? You ever knew what to do, but you didn't follow through with it? That's not laziness. That's conditioning. It's conditioning. You're not stuck because life is against you. You're stuck because your thinking hasn't caught up to where you're trying to go. And until that changes, your results will not change. You'll stay stuck in the same cycle on the hamster's wheel. I had to learn this personally because you can change your environment. I moved, I changed relationships, I got into new relationships, but my mindset didn't change. So if your mindset stays the same, you'll rebuild the same life just in a different place. You know that saying, you can take the person out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the person. That's what's happening in your mind. You change relationships, you've changed jobs, but you keep showing up in all these new environments. So nothing is really changing. When are you going to work on that internal mindset, the internal part of you that's broken? You asking God for new relationships, you're asking God for new opportunities, right? But you keep showing up in the new relationships, you keep showing up in the new jobs, that old mindset that you have. It's like the children of Israel. When God delivered them from Egypt and they got into the land of Canaan, what did they start doing? Following the customs of the society around them. Remembering all the leeks and the onions and all the things they had back there. So often that God is moving us ahead. He wants to give you the new relationship, but your mindset has to change. You can't go into a new, what did Jesus say? You can't pour new wine in old wineskins. Why do you want a new relationship when, if you look back at all of your relationship, you were the common denominator? This is no judgment. I just know that your mindset needs to change. I know that you can't have a new relationship. You can't have a new thing if you're still going to treat it the same way. You want a brand new car. God gave you that brand new car, but you still going to treat it like you do the old one. You don't value it. So all I come to say to you is this. I know you've been hurt. I know you've been traumatized. I know you faced some situations that hurt you. And so now you kind of built up this wall around you. You got to let that go because you're not stuck. Your mind is keeping you in the same trauma bond of where you were, that same space of, this is all the box I know how to fit in. And you'll say, no, that's not me. That's not true. Look at how many relationships you keep going through. Look at the addictions and the habits that you have. All of those are telltale signs. They're all telltale signs. I work with people right now. I have a 4-week mentorship program that I'm working through right now with people. Week 1, we work on your identity. The identity of not who you are, but the identity of who do you think you are? Why did you get here, or how did you get here? Secondly, breaking down the barriers. The second week is breaking down the barriers of what got you stuck in that environment. What made you believe that that was all there was? The third week, we're bringing in the foundation of who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And what you think about yourself, what people made you from your past believe about you, that's not who you are. And we break the cycle of how you think so you can move in all that God created you to be. And then the fourth week, you walk away. Because all 3 weeks, you're going to walk away with something to implement, a practical step, right? That fourth week is where you then walk away with a changed mindset and how you now navigate the rest of your life. And then there's a part of that 4-week mentorship that if you sign up for it, you get a one-on-one with me. I don't know if that's what you need, but I know that you need a mindset a shift because you're not stuck. Your mind is just keeping you there in your past of who you used to be and what people made you believe you were. That's not who you are. It's not who you are. I pray that this blessed you, my sister and brother. Shalom.